Alright, so this is video number 2 of the fanfiction As the Clock Strikes Midnight. So, there will be story spoilers. If you have not read the story yet, you can go check it out. Fanfiction.net, archive of our own. It is the same story on both. The links to the stories are in the description down below. Yeah. So, now that we got all that out of the way, let's get to it. Okay, so I wasn't necessarily sure I wanted to do a New Year's themed fanfiction because, ironically, holiday themed ones are usually the most difficult ones for me to write, which seems odd because I think I have more holiday themed ones than I do regular ones. But holiday themed ones, especially New Year's ones, I'm like, it's kind of the same thing, you know. You get two people, they like each other, midnight strikes, midnight kiss. That's sort of the gist of every New Year's type story. So I kind of wanted to put a spin on it a little bit. So I went with Sofia the First, which is odd because I love Sofia the First. I do. Like, I love the show. But the show doesn't necessarily gear itself towards shipping. Like, I don't feel like there's any, like, sustainable characters to ship characters with. So I went looking to see what popular, like, Sofia pairings were. Because I was like, okay, I'm going to make a Sofia the First fanfiction. It's going to be Sofia, the main character. What are people shipping? Like, who are they shipping her with? And some of the big ones that I saw was James, which is a little weird because they're step siblings, but you know, they're step siblings, so you know, there's no issues, I guess, with it. And then another one which is oddly popular from what I saw is Cedric, and I'm like, the dude is a grown man and she is a child. This is weird, right? And like, some of them, they do age Sofia up so that she's not a child, but still, it's weird. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do a James one and I don't want to do a Cedric one. And then I stumbled across like Hugo, and I'm like, well, who is Hugo? Like, I've seen Sofia the First episodes. I don't necessarily really make note of characters that aren't in a whole lot of episodes, aka the main characters. So I was like, who's Hugo? So I looked it up and I'm like, okay, I remember Hugo. I'm like, I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with Sofia and Hugo because it's one of the least disturbing pairings that I've stumbled across. So, yay! So it was really weird to write like a Sofia the First romance subplot with a character that I didn't remember until I looked him up, and that I don't necessarily really fully ship Sofia with. So yeah, it turned out to be a very odd experience writing this story. But one of the main reasons why I wanted to do Sofia the First is because they are young. And I did age them up to early teens for this story. So they're not 9. But, you know, there's a lot of pressure out there for, you know, the midnight kiss on New Year's. Like, there's a whole lot of pressure. And honestly, there shouldn't be that much pressure. But there is. And I think, you know, when you put that with, you know, young teens who, you know, maybe haven't necessarily experienced life in that way, it just adds to it. So I was like, okay, this is going to work. I'm going to pull a New Year's somewhat romance subplot story. But it ain't gonna be romance. It ain't gonna be a midnight kiss. It's gonna be, you know, two people who decide that they actually do have feelings for each other, and, you know, they want to explore what they have before they get to the kiss. And, you know, I think that's a good way to live. You know, figure out how you feel about somebody, how they feel about you, before you jump into anything that constitutes big milestones, like, you know, kissing. Yeah, so that's kind of where I went with it. I was like, I don't want to do the traditional New Year's Eve, clock strikes midnight kiss, happy couple. I was like, no, let's play with this situation as young teens, you know, kind of going through all the heightened emotions and all the pressures that come along with, you know, new romance. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is where we're going. I don't know. It was weird to write the story for a lot of reasons. Like I said, the shipping not really being a huge thing, taking the New Year's trope and essentially not doing it. But I had a lot of fun writing this, and, you know, maybe I'll try my hand at writing more Sofia the First fan fictions. Probably not romance ones, because, like I said, not a whole lot in the shipping department. But I had fun exploring these characters, so who knows? But yeah, so that's kind of how the story came to be. I don't know. Let me know what you thought of the story in the comments down below. You can also leave a review on fanfiction.net, archive of our own. Whichever one you chose to read it on, I'd really appreciate all that. And I hope you all have a happy new year. I know it's not quite New Year's yet, but I hope that you do have a happy new year. I hope that you stay safe. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you all liked it, and I will see you next time. Bye.